I haven't checked the score recently, but it was 7-1 over there on Inferno in favor of M80. That could be the upset of Pro League so far.
Oh, mate. We'll keep you guys in touch with that one, of course, as that game progresses, but it might not even have much life in it yet. We'll see. And this is a great start for Falcons. Flashes coming through, and Zorta can't hit the shots with the USP. Only one found, and he needs more. Flicking around back and forth. This is the style I mentioned to you. Very flicky, very staccato-like is Zorta, but it's not going to work out for him this time. And Chiron is left toward heaven. He'll do a lot of damage, and there is a couple of very damaged up players on Falcons, but Magisk has got him locked in, and this is a really important pistol for the T side.
We'll find the first. You mentioned these players are low. It gets difficult without a kit, so time very much limited. SunPayus thrown into the line of fire. Chiron finds another. What? This one's definitely on, and Chiron is hitting everything. It's Dupree yet again to save the Falcons and keep that one afloat. And it's a very necessary pistol.
I mean, Magisk is laughing. I mean, probably laughing with nervousness, because, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not sure there would have been time for the defuse. To get that final kill on Dupree and drop down and defuse, it would have been quite tight. But the fact it gets so close, I mean, goodness me, there's the line on top of your screen there. I think it actually would have had a slight chance of pulling that one through, even with a 10-second defuse. It would have been super tight, but yeah, Dupree seals it. And that is ridiculous that that one went so far for Chiron, and that's big bonus cash for him, of course. That very much helps out, getting an extra 900 in the bank with those 3 kills. So, might help out a future Zorta AWP on that CT side too.
Magno getting cheeky. Close outside with these smokes, but Madden's already down. Forcing Nafany straight into the fight. This is what Falcons need to be doing. They just need to have the fights on their terms. They need to set the pace here on this half. Because when Snappy's in control, Falcons are going to flourish. If BetBoom keep posing these problems, if they deny entry at the first instance, that's where it can get a little bit complicated. Van's about to come through the vent. Another A play. And whilst it is stacked, Chiron actually finds a headshot. Siren's done one as well. This one's potentially, well, not on anymore. But further casualties can be inflicted. SunPayus gives door a thorough check. And it's a lot of damage, but it's no kill. Honestly, 2 from BetBoom. It's not enough. 3 would be a conversation piece.
Yeah, that's really well done in the end from Falcons. The USPs, of course, can be hard to hear when they're getting those pot shots off. As you can see, between the fire and flames as well. Silencer can be hard to pinpoint. That's what gives Chiron and Siren a couple of kills. But that's all. Magisk, oh, okay, first gun round. We're going very quick off the back of this, and Nafany stops that from being a problem immediately. Magisk wanted to get control toward A super fast. It was Falcons who were focused on going to an outside play elsewhere. And they have got Madden down towards Secret. They're going to have the other 3 joining up with them in a moment. And Nafany actually is still going to be the point man. He's gone down towards single door to jump spot that position. And he's really the only point of defense right now. He needs to step up, and he's doing so brilliantly at the moment as Nafany.
Drops a nade in as well, and actually swings beyond it. Straight into the crossfire. It's also on that AWP. Chiron did drop that over to him. Everyone's here. Or are they? Quick rotates needed from BetBoom. Falcons. They will stick the plant. Everyone moving in from ramp. Retake needed. And with the player advantage, it makes things a little bit easier.
They haven't got a kit, so they're going to have to hurry this one up, but that's a good way to start. Snappy down, and it might have to be Dupree again. 4-0 in this game. He's got SunPayus to help him out. Off angle being held from single door. Great flick down. He finds one, and he hops away. A flash to try and buy more time. And now SunPayus is here to support. An early tap on the bomb, and they might have just wasted enough time off the clock here to get this one done. It's going to be close, and yes, they have found a way. Purely by the clock. Falcons keep their clean sheet intact.
Nice recovery there right at the very end, just making sure that they're still being a pain. Just swinging with the doors, playing with the audio, just to make sure there's not enough time to lock in the defuse. But an interesting start to the round. Majiska's doing this a lot against Tai Lu, just barreling through Squeaky Door. You've got players outside for Falcons, so if it goes well, they can quickly push in towards main, and the A-split is on. If it doesn't, you can do this instead, which is reset through Secret. Take space beyond B, and even with Nafany grabbing that early kill, not ready for the quantity of players that follow behind Madden. Still will be the full investment here, of course. And this time, more attention being given to outside at the hands of Magno.
Sorta tagged a little bit, wanted to take pot shots through those smokes, and he'll go down to 16 HP off the back of that. These smokes are allowing Falcons to make their way down to Secret once again. Dupree will be the one holding back and just misses the timing on the swing from Mini. Volley toward double door. Clearing out that position, of course, telegraphed by BetBoom, but when you only really have one player in position to defend against this, it's going to be tough. Magno at least has a kit this time, so it would give BetBoom a chance in a 4v4 retake. They completed the retake kills-wise in that previous round, just no time for that defuse. And Chiron has to step up. They're actually going to choose to plump bomb in the smoke, and that is ballsy, but it's going to work out for them. Madden will take Magno. Snappy on his lurk will find Chiron, and that will absolutely force BetBoom away. Nafany may spot some nuisance in the vent, but they're going to be focusing on saving.
Yeah, this is very direct from Falcons out the gate. And BetBoom are just struggling to know how many players are really lying in wait for them down Secret. A cool little variation, by the way, there was that BetBoom didn't break the vent right until they needed to. So Madden did get the audio. But I think there was a statement to be had there that say Chiron is able to find a kill, force Falcons back. If they wanted to reset up vent, they couldn't because they would have given over a very distinct audio cue to BetBoom. Instead, it goes the other way. Falcons keep the clean sheet. And this is the conditioning as well. You're now setting in motion that if there's one player down Secret, there's potentially 2 or 3, which gives Snappy a lot more room to work in these mid rounds because now you can play with these rotations because you think for certain that BetBoom are going to delegate more attention downstairs.
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, so often you see a CT player play that secret position and play that little gap angle, right? Pixel gap angle, and then as soon as you see legs crossed, you chuck down a smoke or chuck down an incendiary. Just show presence and keep yourself there. And Halt and Bulk and Snooker at T-side. And Magno is there this time. Playing a little bit more aggressive, though, to try and stop them a little bit earlier. Madden will try and make his way forward. Magno just shifting away from the angle, and the timing is really interesting on that one. Chiron, this is a lovely off angle toward ramp. It's not usually the first angle that gets checked, and he gets one and a dink. That is fine. Zorta toward ramp, trying to catch them as they drop down, but Madden's proven to be a nuisance, tries to go through the smoke, or at least the corner of it, but Magno stops them and gets a free AK upgrade. 3 versus 4. Bomb will go down, or will it? Magno has a chance to deny, perhaps. Oh, the door being covered by Dupree. It's spooky for Falcons, but they have another afterplant on B. As I said, kits this time are in play. On Magno, on Nafany. Zorta has a kit as well, but he could be stopped by Snappy. Toward ramp, a smoke, I mean, that could be critical. He needs the timing on this one, and he does find it. Now this smoke could be really impactful, and there's a chance they won't even need it. SunPayus, 14 HP, catches one looking the wrong way, but there's a swing for Magno. There is a kit on the defuse, and BetBoom get off the board on Nuke.
So many little timings there as well. Madden pushing the smoke that Magno throws. He's trying to catch him off, but also, just by keeping his attention, means that the bomb can go down in that first instance. And here, Zorta, very slow, very controlled down towards ramp. And as soon as that single door swings open, Magno finds the kill. That pulls the attention back from ramp, which enables Zorta to find that kill. A good retake. Something, honestly, that BetBoom have been struggling with a little bit in this series. They're able to deny and prevent Falcons from getting to the bomb site initially. But once it's down in the afterplant, that's where things get a little bit scary. Full blind, timing shot hit, and it connects. No vent shenanigans for the Falcons, and Magno makes it a little bit easier outside.
What a series from Magno so far. Every position he's put himself in, he seems to have found significant impact, and especially in the mid-round on overpass, and we're seeing it on Nuke in the early doors as well. Remember the name. Remember the name. Zorta will show his presence outside. Flash to retreat. More pot shots being put through those smokes, and he'll choose to play a little bit safer. Oh, say safer. Still goes for one more. Finds SunPayus straight through it. There's nothing he could have done about that.
That's me in every Face-It game. Just dying for a smoke. I feel your pain, SunPayus. Magno.
Ooh.
Playing whack-a-mole, Magisk. Next up's the chopping block. Snappy on the timing meets the same fate. And that's 2 rounds in a row now for BetBoom. That limits the economy of the Falcons, and suddenly they're right back in this. This is proving to be a little bit similar to Overpass. Sure, we're still in the early stages of this first half, but it was BetBoom that went up 4-0 on that T side, and then when the rifles came into play, it was Falcons that shut them down. They're hoping for the same fortunes here, BetBoom, with everyone chiming in and being impactful. So much more team effort. Base contribution. Fast one through A. Dupree. That's fantastic.
Woo! Hey, yo. How can they find a way to double down, though? Zorta will manage to take SunPayus again. He's got his number in this map so far. But the Dupree Deagle has had a number of moments over the years, hasn't it? I think that overpass hold on short back in the day. The ace that he got was one of the most memorable of all time. What can he do in this round? He's already found a tasty opener. And Zorta holding the gap angle. Already one player crossed toward red, though. That's Madden. Only a Glock, though, so not a huge threat. And, of course, as you can see, it's been covered by the rifle. Oh, okay. There we go. Magic does it again. Whiffy one from Siren. And that gives Dupree a chance to explode. And he'll do exactly that. Trade comes through quickly, but Magisk has hit another one. And suddenly it's Zorta. He desperately wants the rifle to make this clutch easier for him, but has to go back to the AWP. Finally, he finds it, but the bomber's escaped. If he finds this one kill, it would still be a long rotation down toward B. And he's playing with the gap in the solos on the A site as well. What a nuisance that Snappy is being right now, or Magic, sorry, is being right now. Snappy has got down and he's holding the vents for this rotation. Can he find the instant one dig to complete a crazy clutch? In comes a right-click flash. He can't. 5 bullets left on the AK for Zorta. He's running him down and now has to go to the USP. It's mad. It's a clown fiesta. Zorta versus Snappy. USP versus Deagle. Pushing, playing with the silo. It's absolutely ridiculous. But Zorta finds it with 7 HP to spare. He has a kit, and BetBoom find their third in insane fashion.
What the... what on earth is that? You feel like Magisk has done everything. Zorta's fumbling, swapping for the AWP to the AK. Good presence of mind to flash down the vent. A couple of rounds ago, Madden was holding for that exact rotation. Snappy up close, thinks he can do it with the pistol. But it's the dodgy Dames again with the doubles. And in fact, that's a very good round because sure, they don't win it, but they kill everyone bar Zorta and deny him having an AWP. He has to reinvest it. And in fact, he doesn't. There we go. Magisk finds a gap, but Magno, he's here already. Magno lines them up. 1 HP on Madden. But fortunately, the cavalry's already arrived. That's the difference for BetBoom. They have another player down B instantaneously. And with Siren still occupying the rafters. Surely this should be done. Surely it should all be said and done. And it must be. SunPayus location known. Bomb dropped on B. He has to save.
Well, that was a brawl. And even though Falcons decide to change the pace, get down toward vent so quickly, guess who's there again? Magno gets, well, 1 3/4 kills. Chiron is there so quick to help out, putting Falcons to the floor immediately. idea out the window. SunPayus is in a clutch. Can't be ruled out, even with the AK, but it's being held once again by Chiron and deleted instantly. And we're back even once again. Falcons may have had their clean start, but BetBoom are off and running. And they're feeling it again.
I felt like he was going to save, especially when he was pathing towards T-spawn. But I like the idea to go for damage there. If you are SunPayus, because you know you've already made them reinvest in the previous with these Deegs. Nearly becomes a conversation piece, but the Falcons players are so disjointed from one another. It's easy for BetBoom to outnumber them, especially with the good work being put down by Chiron and Magno. We're all even. Dupree's got a hero AK. We've just seen how dastardly these Deagles could be. So maybe you throw an AK into the mix, it could get a little bit spicy.
Right, flash and play. Chiron, get one and fall away will be his idea, but stopped by Dupree. That hero AK does good work. That gives them a really important path down toward B. This makes it tough now for BetBoom. They don't have the insurance policy of Magno there this time, as quick as before. Chiron will get deleted by Dupree, and there is a path for this now. Magno will make sure the vent's completely clear before Siren pushes down to help out, but Dupree swings the double doors, finds one more. It's the Dupree show again. He will go down, and there's still a good chance of BetBoom in this round. They've got kits to work with and plenty of utility, but there are just so many players to fight. Zorta trying his best. Nafany only gets the one, and the MAC-10 from Snappy finds Zorta in the end. Falcons, it's not clean, but the round is what matters, and they'll go up 5-4 again.
Yeah, timeout being called from Zonic as well. He knows as soon as they get the bomb plant down, the after plants are really good for this T side. And I think what's crazy about this round is the fact that BetBoom are trying to be diligent. They go in towards vents. They make sure they don't get suffocated out by a rotate. A common position that Falcons have adopted. But immediately, as they're trying to do that, the double door swings open. Dupree is able to find another. Just a one-on-one. Given up. From there, it completely sends chaos into the BetBoom ranks. And they feel like they don't have any space to contend with for that retake. Important kill from magnojez gone towards Nafany on the site as well. Allows Snappy the breathing room. Just to level out with the MAC-10. Back in the lead. Yeah. Hello.
And I've got to be mentioned as well that Snappy actually found that final kill onto Zorta with, I think, 4 or 5 bullets in the MAC-10. So he hit a really important instant headshot. He was out of ammunition, and that would have been a kill for Zorta and a chance at the 1v1, and he could have clutched again, Zorta. So, important from Snappy. He may only have 3 kills in this game, but those are some 2 super impactful ones. SunPayus, oh, that's the first time he's properly bested Zorta in a one-on-one AWP duel in this map. Credit card position removed. Really nicely done, but he will get taken out by Magno again. It's still in garage. The boost up toward red costs SunPayus his life.
Just yet again, this control down B. It's been free real estate. Where's Nafany? Is he in the vent? Or is he in the site? Dupree looks back. Wants to give Garage a look, but Magno hasn't moved. Magno remains rooted and he acts like a turret. Locks them out of Garage completely.
Well then. Well then. I said it was an MVP performance. If he keeps it up from map 1, he absolutely is doing so. As I said earlier, remember the name. Tier 2 enjoyers will have been seeing this guy put up some super numbers when he was still in K23 even. Of course, in Spirit Academy as well. And he's really making for a name for himself in Pro League. Against the Falcons, especially. This is the individual level we wanted to see from him. 13-7. magnojez is left to save on CT vent on A. It's a weird save position, but makes sense with where the bomb is. Actually, I mean, there's a chance they could find him here. They are pushing in a few players for this. Magno is going looking for his ace here. Does he clear CT vent? He's going to, and he gets the ace, and Magisk dies after the clock. You can see it in the player cam. Aye, $950 in the bank. Magno, impact again.
The variation that the Falcons wanted to kind of sow in that round. They wanted to go and take Secret, force the rotates from BetBoom that they knew were coming in, and then reset and go all the way around the well, potentially in towards main, but Magno didn't move. And he comes up with a huge contribution to keep BetBoom in the running. Fast play, a sprint out A, but full blind. All the kills and the defense is being locked in here. In fact, there might only be one casualty, and there is. That was fast, but it's BetBoom surviving the test of time on A.
Well then. Great hold once again. We're really seeing some confident, cool, calm and collected CT sides from BetBoom today. Overpass in particular, we know that's a heavy CT-sided map, but they made it look clean. And going into the final round of the half, Falcons try to turn up the pace, it fails, and it leaves them with a somewhat similar purchase. They've got one Galil, Mac 10 on Snappy again, two Tech 9s and a Deagle, and we're going fast toward the vents. Can Magno stop them? In comes the lineup, so much damage, and magnojez has done it again. Magisk is down to 4 HP. He managed to find Chiron, but look where that's fallen. Magno will fall down the vent, or trying to stop it just about. Gets down, and that Molotov from Madden actually buys Falcons some time here. Magisk does find Zorta. They're actually all over the map right now. It's super hard to keep track of. And Magisk has actually found the AWP out of all this. But 4 HP on him, 29 on Madden. BetBoom will put down that smoke that allows the cross. Magisk has to commit to a timing shot. And a tap on the bomb will come in. And I say a tap, it's actually going to be a hold. Nafany, he'll get found by Madden, but sprayed by Siren. Now it's Magisk, can't hit the AWP shot. And BetBoom with a great recovery again. Get a 7-5 on their CT of Nuke. Falcons under pressure. More pressure for Falcons. Another great half for BetBoom on their CT side. Great recovery considering the start Falcons had, Brandon.
Yeah, for sure. I thought in that last round that they dropped Madden, but the nameplate ran underneath and it deceived me. Nevertheless, BetBoom, they still able to close that round. But the question is 5 rounds enough on the T side? Potentially, especially if they get a pistol, and that is a good start. A dink and a kill conversion. But Magno finds one right back. They're fighting outside here on Glocks, BetBoom. Oh,
Willing to give it a go, and look at where Nafane has put himself. He's through hut, and he actually has the A bomb site right now. Upper site is his. And Falcons don't seem to have read this one. Bomb is being rotated back round again. Nafane's got all of it in his lock and key right now. Just need to make sure they don't get caught on the cross. There's aggression toward lobby. magnojez has actually positioned himself nicely now. He's got himself up the vents, and there's going to be a quick ladder flank as well. Great reaction to deal with Chiron, looking for more, but Nafane hits a huge headshot. Magno holding for that ramp play. And there goes Snappy. Nafane will find Dupree. That is a super pistol from BetBoom. They figured out what was actually a vaguely confusing situation.
yeah, I mean, Nafane just walked through hut. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
Guys, A's clear. I feel like you can understand that for Falcons, though, because when they double rotate to deal with Secret after the initial contact comes in here from SunPayus, you really feel like BetBoom are going to commit either towards Secret or maybe in towards ramp. That's why Snappy doesn't go searching. They didn't expect there to be a gap presented and Nafane to be a lurking element out of heart. So yet again, we're back with the force spy here for the Falcons. magnojez naded, battered and bruised, and Magno does one better. Takes the head off the shoulders of SunPayus.
Well,
it's on 19 kills already.
Not the not the first time we've seen that. I get the impression not the last either. What a game he's having. What an entire series he's having. If BetBoom are to take this one, I'd love to have a chat with him after the game, because he is loving life at the moment. We shall see, though. That is a way away yet. Falcons still fighting, and that's a great shot from Dupree. He removes the star man in this series. But Siren and Chiron again. The quick rotation round from Falcons stopped immediately. MP9 of Snappy may find one, but already they're going to converge on his position. He tries to stop to the Galil, can't do it in time, and already there are 3 players in his face to stop him from doing so. magnojez is saving the Scout and the Deagle in CT spawn. BetBoom 9-5, Falcons eking ever closer to that last chance stage.
And this is exactly what happened on Overpass. They win the pistol, they get the conversion, suddenly it's 3 rounds in your back pocket, and psychologically this looks like a huge difference. I think the argument with this round as well is that it's all well and good pushing in towards lobby. I really like that idea from Dupree. Snappy comes in a little bit later, but BetBoom love a fight. Like they want it to be brawly. They want it to be up close and personal. They want you to be really aggressive because they love it. That's exactly what they want, and the Falcons are playing right into their hands.
BetBoom could be about to make another little minor upset happen. We've seen a lot of those in Pro League. Rankings perhaps not going the way we've expected the results to go. Even the first game we casted, 3D Max versus Saw. 3D Max put in a fantastic performance to win that in 2 OTs. And we've seen Mongols absolutely destroy G2. They're still struggling a little bit against M80 on the A stream, of course. What a crazy Pro League so far. magnojez, that's a great micro adjustment to deal with Siren. He actually manages to get behind the mini smoke too. It'll be blown open by the HE. More spam comes through, but nothing doing just yet. And a re-smoke will block him off ever further. More time off the clock. Nice shot from magnojez again to take Chiron. And now we have a problem for BetBoom. 5 versus 3. Dupree, what a swing. And a second. Here we go, Dupree on the Deagle. So many times in the past we've seen this. And Zorta is incredibly screwed. Stuck in the vents. Scout in heaven. Getting wall banged through hearts. Player in the vent. It couldn't be worse for him. And the Deagles on Falcons are perhaps saving the day once again. Dupree pushes forward with the picked up Galil, gets a free upgrade, and the gap is 3 again.
So sick. Out of Magisk and Dupree. This first one, it felt like they nearly lined up as well. The blow on the smoke nearly gave opportunity, but what a sequence from Dupree. The Danish double act, keeping Falcons afloat. And my oh my, how they needed that. Of course, BetBoom invest, but there's only a couple of AKs. As Mac 10s could be a faster round out of them.
SunPayus playing aggressive outside red. He's with this smoke. Great flash, though. It works out brilliantly. And again, we see that so often from actually in this tournament so far. Very calm and collected to get 2 on the A1S in a manic situation. Well done. Yeah, and that previous round is so huge for Falcons. I mean, we highlighted the Danish dynamic duo of Magisk and Dupree. All the championships, all the titles. And those Deagles are dastardly. Following round is going their way too. Zorta is last alive, and damage to the economy might be his only priority here.
I don't want to be that guy, but that flash was fantastic for SunPayus, but it was thrown by BetBoom.
Ah, I missed that. Apologies.
So actually, it was abysmal. It was great for SunPayus, though. It was fantastic. I'm just saying, there's a world in which Zorta can cook here. He needs to clear rafters, and Snappy's got the jump on him. You see, he's considering all these possibilities, but doesn't look up to the sky. So often, you got a player there from the Falcons perched, ready and waiting to strike. No bomb plant. Here is that flash. Yeah, that's a rough one.
Spot on. Sorry about that. I did miss that one. But happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't a dig at you. That was just a flash from BetBoomy.
Listen, you can take a dig all you want. It's fine. I love you too much to take it to heart.
No, sir, I can't do that to you.
Right.
Pistols, what do you make of this, then?
They're just going to try and waste the clock a little bit, I think. Maybe Waterfall, try and get a couple of kills. Force Falcons to use their utility so they have to rebite in the next. They're just hopping around in T-spawn right now. Using this as a timeout, perhaps.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I mean, Dupree's going to make sure the timeout's at least 30 seconds because he's already up silo. He's dealt with Magno immediately. And suddenly, SunPayus can strike, farm up as much money as possible to grab this orb. That will help. Oh, come on.
Right.
That's not fair. A dink mid-air through the smoke. Nafany stood no chance. The Falcons are now making this one incredibly contestable.
And unfortunately for BetBoom, they've given the MP9 frags. I mean, as long as it's short, of course, because the other players will get the money and maybe be able to drop the AWP, but they've given them straight to SunPayus, and he can go straight for the sniper. So, yeah, good for Falcons. We saw them recover on CT side against Tyler yesterday, of course. It was a very close series, much closer than I think they would have wanted. Tyler put in an impressive level. That defused by ZDR on Mirage to win the opening map. I'll remember that one for a while.
So will the Falcons.
Here's the replay of the MP9. Lining them up. The easiest of anti-eco kills for SunPayus. Madden looking a little bit tired there. Gonna keep those eyes fresh. Don't do that at home, though. Rubbing your eyes is bad for your eyes, guys. Reminder.
Oh, we've brought out the health facts on day 4.
I mean, it's... yeah. What can you do?
Touch grass.
Right. Business end of this second map, and what could be the business end for Falcons being in the upper portion of Pro League. The last chance stage is calling. If they can't find a way to take this one, BetBoom with their full purchase. SunPayus happy to go aggressive again toward outside red. See this so often from him and to so much success. one of the best AWPers in the world at doing this. I've seen it even back on the Movistar Riders days, but not when the flash works this time. You mentioned it earlier. It failed once, it doesn't fail twice. And Magno finds Madden, Zorta finds Magisk. They're crumbling like dominoes. And a 4v2 for BetBoom to get to double digits.
I like this as well. You could immediately hunt Dupree. Instead, they want to make sure they guarantee this round. And Dupree's a very scary entity in the server for Falcons. So by taking the elevation, you can provide a lot of surveillance if you're Chiron up towards the heavens. Where has Dupree disappeared to? That's the next question. Zorta can plant the bomb safely too. Shouldn't pose too many issues. Caught with nades out. Nafany dealt with, but surely there's a trade. There is. Crisis averted. And with Snappy down low, it's Falcons that remain a little bit down in the dumps. Because up high on A, Zorta will lock in the plant and the round, surely, unless Snappy's got something special.
It would be something special for sure, but I'm pretty sure his number one goal here is to try and cross the angle and pick up the AWP. He will manage to tap down Magno in the end. Incendio will stop a swing from main. Oh, is that AWP actually?
The AWP's
been thrown away.
Nafany
main, okay. Good point. It was picked up. You're right. See, look, this is why I have you alongside me, to remind me of these things. That was beautifully done by BetBoom, though. And, yeah, Chiron, with the help of that flash this time, as you can see, they just swapped it over. Dupree, you saw the reaction on the player cam when he went for this duel toward heaven. The clap of the hands just when he missed that second kill. He knew he was the last man left to stop that round from being a success for BetBoom.
That's a good punish as well from BetBoom, because as you mentioned, SunPayus loves a fight towards red, and he's shown that on a multitude of weapons in this second half. So the expectation is that he's going to be there with the AWP. So successful. And from there, yet again, it's the pack mentality of BetBoom, just gathering the map control. They're not committing into anything early. They haven't really got the pressure of the clock against them. They can take their time. They can spread out, and if things don't go too well with Dupree on A, if he finds another kill there, then they can always reset and go ramp. In theory, that's what Falcons were hoping for, with Snappy already down in the vents.
Round 19. BetBoom 3 away from a 2-0. I mentioned, of course, that numbers-wise, they haven't been looking too hot in this tournament thus far. I think they were the third lowest rated team, but Magno is certainly going to put an end to that after this series. Zorta as well. SunPayus is forced away by the secret play all the way back. Nafany still here, trying to be a nuisance, and SunPayus is forced to rotate into the vents instead and hold a different angle. And Madden might even be forced to even playing the CT spawn angle. He is forced all the way back. Remember seeing Smiths with an auto sniper back there back in the day? Did that all the time on Nuke, and this exact angle actually that Madden's playing from. But it's tough to hit the shots with an A1S from there. Sees one. Good information. And he will just tap down calmly. That's really good for Madden. Now Dupree on heaven can try and play off the contact. He finds Nafany with the help of that Magisk damage from earlier on. Chiron finds that long-range spray, but it's a 3 versus 4. And there is Dupree on heaven, on the rafters. Falcons settle things slightly.
Good movement as well. Dupree's just dropped to now establish and touch base with Magisk. Chiron's now got all these angles to consider and clear. Dupree lets him know that he's there. Good kill. And hang on, Zorta's found another. A 2-on-2. Zorta has hit another shot. And SunPayus is moneyed off from the vent, and he burns alive. BetBoom have just won a 2-on-4. And it feels like the Falcons are just giving it to him.
What? I mean, as soon as that kill comes toward heaven, I'm like, okay, look at the second player holding the A site. They're kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. This was a 2 versus 4. That kill, I thought, sealed it. Here's Chiron, though. And then once they'd figured out where Magisk was, what a shot that is from Zorta. He doubles down on Snappy coming in through door. And SunPayus tries so desperately to deny the plant, knowing there are 8 seconds left on the clock. He runs straight through the fire and flames. But to his demise.
What a clever molly. Because it does 2 things as well for Zorta. It denies that play of him coming up the vent of SunPayus, but also it makes the vision a little bit blurry on that fight towards Squeaky. And he takes that shot effortlessly. What a round to turn around.
Ugh.
Dejected facial expressions. It always felt like that was Falcons' round to win. Instead, it was their one to lose. 3 HP as well as the difference on that fight between dupreeh and Chiron.
I mean, listen, we have to say it's somewhat poor from Falcons. I think BetBoom, obviously, though, deserve just as much credit for that
Absolutely.
as Falcons. But yeah, I think Zorta is once again showing why he's so talked about. There have been long-time knowers of Zorta. Lots of people saying he should be an option for Cloud9 when they were looking for that AWPer. You have no idea what kind of path they're going to go down now. That remains to be seen. But on BetBoom, he's continuing to put his name out there. And in tough situations as well. Magno's got 20 kills in this game, looking for another entry. There goes SunPayus. And look at the money Falcons have. If they capitulate here, they're not going to have much with BetBoom on match point. Snappy is struggling, fighting for his life, can only do damage to 2. Nafany and Siren get away with it with barely any health between them. The HEs will come through. They're trying to fight for this one, Falcons, and Magisk and dupreeh will again team up. But the bomb can go down on B. It's a 3 versus 4, but it's still a tough round for BetBoom with the health they have in situation. And, well, almost accidented through the smoke there from dupreeh. Chiron goes down. They found the AWP in dark. It's madness once again on the B side of Nuke. dupreeh is out. He keeps continuing to fake out Zorta. Madden, what a shot from Siren on low HP. Zorta eventually finds his kill, and BetBoom are finding all the important frags. Magisk is trying to run for the hills. Nafany's trying to stop him. Everything is coming up BetBoom.
What a round. And what an afterplant. The patience out of BetBoom. And especially Siren. He could so easily have swung to try and help out Zorta. But then remember, there's no incendiaries from Falcons. That would have come in immediately. But because there isn't, BetBoom made the decision to just leave Zorta there. He can take these pop shots on his terms, on his timings. Because if you suddenly swing, you allow Falcons' HP bars are so low, left with a sliver. A number of these players from BetBoom, it makes logical sense for Falcons to give it a go. They know the damage is confirmed, especially with the double dinks from Snappy on ramp.
Yeah.
But now they're in a conversation where, as you rightly pointed out, they lost that round. Magisk, he saved the M4, but that is it. That is the sole rifle being brought forward. He could drop a FAMAS to Madden. But you're going into this bare bones.
Well, what a day so far. G2 map down against M80. They're currently 15-15 on Inferno in map 2. magnojez is 28 and 17. Would you expect anything less?
No.
And what a time for a quick technical pause as well. Chance for a breather. Zorta looks chill, doesn't he? We saw when he stands up and celebrates with his team and when they won that first map, but my guy's in pajama trousers pretty much.
Yeah.
Whatever keeps you comfortable, huh?
Yeah, you got to be comfort maxing, especially on LAN. When the pressure's on, you want to be comfy. It's all about looking cool.
Yeah. Listen, there's no BetBoom pants, I don't think, so he can wear whatever he wants. It's just the jersey that matters. It's crazy that he plays with long sleeves, though. We mentioned this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I think there are a good percentage of people in chat right now who would be rolling up their sleeves at every given moment when they play CS. No extra friction, but tell you what do we know? Because he's having a superb game. And BetBoom could be about to get over the line. Look at what Falcons have. 3 MP9s, a FAMAS and an M4 to save themselves from going down to the last chance stage. And Zorta has already started it off. Siren holding the line. magnojez has to respond and does. But look at the health he's been put down to.
That's a ridiculous adjustment. I really like this, though, from Snappy, getting aggressive, but Chiron's thinking the same. They're not ready for it. Will collect on the first, and magnojez, still on low HP, bails them out. That's such an important kill, because that means that Snappy can then go around the corner and find another. They're making it work, this CT side. magnojez not ready, though. Yet again, another player pushes towards the A bomb site and provides an outlet for BetBoom. Snappy now knows the bomb's at B. But look at this ramp flank. This could end everything.
Oh my goodness. Zorta and Magno, these are the two players you'd want in this position. They're against two SMGs. dupreeh has really tried his best in this game, but it could be about to end. Oh, no way he wins that door mid-range. That's so incredible from dupreeh. It's down to Zorta, looking for the first. The bomb is being stuck right now, but it's a 10-second defuse. Zorta, he knows he needs to hurry up, but Snappy is wasting so much time. It's going to be so close. He finds it at the last second. And BetBoom with a 13-8 on Nuke send Falcons to the last chance stage.
Absolutely insane last round there from Zorta, because you feel like Snappy's got it locked in. It's the 10 seconds. He needs to buy time. He needs to limit the amount of seconds it's going to take for Zorta to get over. But low HP from dupreeh.